Here's another short sermon for you. Yeah.
This is not about you, dude!
It's not?
For many unbelievers and believers alike, one of the biggest biblical cliches is that God is good. Viewing all the things happening in the world, it's almost surpassed being a cliche and is viewed as an insult. 1 Chronicles 16 verse 34 tells us to give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. I agree, it's not always to reconcile a good God and a loving Father to all the pain and suffering in the world. We have seen and experienced so much pain and suffering in the world that it's almost hard to see the goodness and the greatness of God. However, our circumstances and the brokenness of the world does not change the character of God. God doesn't do good things. That which He does is good. In Leviticus 20 verse 26 we read, "And you shall be holy, for I am holy." God doesn't say, be holy because it's good for you. He doesn't say, be holy because it's good for your finances. He doesn't even say, be holy because it's the right thing to do. God says, be holy, for I am holy. God Himself is the source of holiness. Similarly, God Himself is the source of what is good. We see this principle echoed in 1 John 4 verse 7 to 8, which says, "Beloved, let us love one another, for love is from God, and he who loves his fellow man is begotten of God, and is coming progressively to know and understand God, to perceive and recognize and get a better and clearer knowledge of Him." Listen to this now. "He who does not love God has not become acquainted with God, does not and never did know God, for God is love." God doesn't feel love like an emotion, nor does He merely give love. God in His very core is love, just as God in His very core is good. I realize this concept might seem a bit abstract, but it has real practical implications in our lives. When we give our lives over to God and trust Him completely with our lives, we are consoled by the fact that no matter what happens, it is good. No matter what happens, and it's from the hand of God, it is good. Even if it doesn't feel good, even if it doesn't taste good, even if we don't understand it, if it's from God, it is good. Acts 2 verse 23 to 24 says, "This Jesus, when delivered up according to the definite and fixed purpose and settled plan and foreknowledge of God, you crucified and put out of the way, killing Him by the hands of lawless and wicked men." I like this next verse. "But God raised Him up, liberating Him from the pangs of death, seeing that it was not possible for Him to be continued to be controlled or retained by it." What looked like, smelt like, tasted like defeat and death, God used for eternal victory. God doesn't do good things. That which He does is good. God is good is only a cliche if you believe that evil has overcome the world. But if you believe that Jesus has overcome the world, it is power.